Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Mississippi Girl Live. Today is November 10th, 2025, and we are out here winterizing the coops, okay? The quail coop, the chicken coop, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my greenhouse covers up because it's that time of the season, y'all. It is that time of the season. We're gonna be freezing temperatures, 31 degrees, but now they're saying it could drop down into the 20s, okay? So the heat lamps is on in the coops, and we getting some more stuff done. Okay y'all, so this is what we done did for, it's cold. This is what we done did for the girls, okay? I put fresh shavings down and everything. I do have the heat lamp, yep, changed the white light to the red light, which is a heat lamp. And yeah, they are got fresh shavings, got food, got water. I put apple cider vinegar in the water to help with their immune system since we getting into the cold months. And yeah, so the only thing we gotta do is gonna probably put this tarp on the front, and they have little venting areas in there so a little air can get in for venting. But yeah, on down here we let the sides down on this and put this yellow tarp that came with this up for the quails, so they are all set in there. We got that little top for venting, and so they are all winterized. They in there cozy. And look, yes, went ahead on and put my greenhouse covers on. Yes I did. I'm thinking about putting my fruit in here. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting my fruit in here and putting a couple more plants in here just for tonight, and then reorganize everything once this frost leaves, okay? So yeah, so that's what it's looking like. That's just to keep them, you know, somewhat protected or whatnot. So yeah. Hey y'all, today is November 15th, 2025, y'all. And I'm going in Tractor Supply because I gotta get some feed. I do want to do stuff a little different to cut the cost a little bit, so I'm gonna be looking at some more stuff and see how I can kind of mix it, and then we're gonna just kind of like go from there. So let's go see what I can come up with, okay? I gotta get quails and chicken feed. Okay y'all, so this is what I normally get my chickens, even though I keep them on 20% chick starter grower, but I also have the quails too. And the quail game bird feed, well, the game bird feed that is for the quails for Do More, it's like $26 and something. Then you gotta buy a scratch. So I was doing my research and I was looking at this Neutrina Nature Wide, and I'm actually thinking about getting like one of these or whatnot, and like mixing the both, because quails need 30% protein, So they need a little bit more than chickens do. So I'm trying to figure out which one I actually want to do. They have one that is all flock, so for chickens and like ducks and stuff, because ducks and stuff is considered a game bird too. So I'm looking for the all flock one, and I'm going to see, okay, for chickens, ducks, geese, and turkeys. And this one, oh wait, oh no, that's say the organic. Let me see if they got one, because the one I saw was not $30. I think all of Neutrina though maybe like that. See, this is the hypo scratch. I did see that. So but let me try to figure it out, because I don't want to have to buy 2 things of feed. Okay, y'all, so look like I'm gonna be taking them off and do more. Okay, and I won't have to buy the scratch if I get these 2. So I know the scratch grain is like $15, but if I get, this is the Harvest Blend by Neutrina for chickens, and this is the All Flock by Neutrina. I'm thinking about, since chickens can have both, and this one can have like, it got more, well, it say 20%. I know quails need 30%, but I feel like we're having the scratch and stuff in there, it's gonna equal out. So they both 40-pound bags. So I'm thinking about getting these and mixing them together and see how they like it on there, and give it to the quails and the chicks, because this right here, this all flock is $24.49, and I think the Harvest Blend is $22. I'm thinking about just dealing with that, and then I can see how much they actually have, and think about if I'm going to put a eventually come back and get a scratch grain to mix in with it, just to have a full can of food. And I think that's probably gonna be the best thing, because they do have like little bugs and stuff that be in them coops, so they getting protein from that too. So yeah, so I mean, and my 2 male quails, they ain't laying no eggs, they don't need all that. So all the protein stuff. So I think I'm gonna switch them to these, because that do more down there, I think, is a 40-pound bag, but at least this right here has some scratch in it. So I think I'm going to do that, and then go from there, see how they like it. Okay, also y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get a scratch grain, and this should last them for a while, and I'm just gonna mix everybody feed together, because everybody can have it. I know the chickens can have it, and I'm gonna get one of these scratch grain, that way I ain't gotta worry about it, they taken care of, because it'll last long. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, because they have little bugs and stuff that be roaming around that the diatomaceous earth don't get. And so yeah, pepper and worms. Look at this, pepper and worms. Okay, sunflower, flax, and worms. See, these little things you can add, and it'll give them the protein they need. I'm not finna buy this now, but these little things that I can come in and get and just add to their feed, and just keep it continuously like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get that and be done with it, because the quails don't eat that much to be paying $26 for a big thing of feed at one time. So yeah, and then like I say, they still have like little bugs and stuff, so I am switching their feed, and I will let y'all know how they like it. All right, y'all, after doing some math, I'm just gonna have to stick with what I normally do, because they got my 20% do more that I normally get for them, because I don't want to mess up their stomachs, but it's $20 for a 50-pound bag, and the game bird is $25. So when I actually look at it, I come out a little bit cheaper doing it the way I've been doing it than doing it, because I get the 1 bag of scratch, which I have in the scratch between both of the things. So over there they giving you 40 pounds for the Neutrina, but you get 50 pounds for the chicken feed and 40 pounds, but it seems like it's still more game bird feed, so it's not mixed. So I'm gonna stick with what I've been sticking with. I thought I had something going on, thought I was gonna be able to duck and dodge. I cannot duck and dodge with it, so this is what I'm getting. I'm gonna go ahead and get the usual. This is all I have had my quails on. I ain't gonna switch it up. I'm just gonna stick with the game bird feed, 30%, because that's what they need. And then that chicken feed is what I always use for years and years and years. I've never had my chickens on pellets, layer pellets and stuff, and I'm just not gonna start it now. 20% chick starter grower, even my adults. And then I take it and I mix each bag, because they have their own canned feeder that I mix their food in. So the quails have its own can with its own food, and the chickens has their own can with their own food. So I take one of the scratch grain and I mix half scratch with the game bird feed and half scratch with the chicken feed. And I'm just gonna continue it that way, because Nutrina is giving 40-pound bags when I'm getting 50 pounds for the chickens, and 40 pounds that is not mixed, just straight feed. Okay, so it's a lot more feed for the quail. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it the way I've been having it. So it is what it is. So I'm just gonna buy this like I've been doing. All right, y'all, so I done figured that one out. Know what I'm getting. Y'all, I've been going ever since, like, today is Saturday, November 15th. I've been going ever since Tuesday with doing Amazon. And I actually feel like it's my day off, because I ain't got a route for the day. Even though I've been looking, saying I may do one this evening if one come available to me. But I feel like today is my day off, you know. Which it is. When you've been working from Tuesday on and on, just dive right in and dive in and just start. I feel like my body is conditioned just that quick. Like, I was sore the first 2 days, and now I'm just like, you know, it's not a problem physically other than being tired. I am tired, so I feel like I ain't got no shift to do. It's my day off, you know. Okay, y'all, so we found the gas station that we found yesterday that we liked it, because we don't eat gas station food, but they don't fry nothing. They got potato wedges and they got wings and stuff that is not fried. It's all baked or in an air fryer. So that's a win-win situation, because I'm not eating any fried food. Let me show y'all this, y'all. So you can get 20 boneless for $7, and it's a lot that come off in there. Like I say, they look fried, but they not. These over here, they got buffalo, they got the breaded. Even these, they look fried, but they're not. They got potato wedges and everything is not fried. He said nothing in here is fried. Okay, y'all, so we came back home. We have, everybody is nice and fed and full of food and water and all that. I did release the quails that I had hatched. I did release the ones that showed themselves to be females, and I have 3 that looks like males, but I'm just gonna watch. I still have to watch and make sure I don't hear one of the ones I did release make a sound like it's a female. Okay, I mean like it's a male, but they are running around all up in here. We cleaned out some of the poop and all that, and so now I have 2 cages with what's supposed to be males in them. They are all full of food and everything. So yeah, so I'm glad I did stick to what I've been doing and not going with that Nutrina, because I was thinking when I got back home, what if it would tear up their stomach or they don't like it or something, because chickens and stuff can be like that. So just stick to what you know, and that's what I did, and I'm actually happy that I did. The girls over here is all good to go. Look how big the white chickens have gotten. You know, it was a take them in, put them out, take them in, put them out, because the girls want, now everybody getting along, and they done got big. And you know, the only thing is they look like they are all females, but I have to make sure, for us the white ones, to make sure they supposed to be all females. Okay, because remember we tried to check them, if y'all watched that vlog when I was at Tractor Supply. So yeah, so I have a heat lamp on. It's gonna be warm tonight, but it's just the light still on in there. I know we gotta put another light out here, but that I got time to do that. They are fine. They are still laying eggs and whatnot. Look at that, so much food, clean water, and they're good to go. So I do have to get another tarp to put for them cold days we may be coming into, into the front of it, and I'll just clamp that on the front. But I didn't put nothing up. I wanted to see how they do. They was perfectly fine. They was not cold enough. But I did do the sides. With this side and part of the back was already, but I did this side and on around with tarp on the outside. So they was all good and toasty or whatnot. With this heat lamp stayed on them 2 days we got down to freezing. So yeah, so they are all good. Hey girls, hey girls, hey girl, look at this one. Hey girl, what you doing? For real? With your fat self. Y'all fat. Look at that. Look at that. She looking at it like, who you calling fat? She probably saying, you fat too. Ain't you supposed to be losing some weight? Don't worry about me. That's all right though. That's all right though. I'm still fine as wine, honey. She walked off like, like I ain't messing with you today. I ain't messing with her. Okay. So I just closed my greenhouses up. This one I opened the side windows on this side for ventilation. These two, the windows I got closed. Of course I can't get down there to get the windows, and that is fine because they have a front door and a back door screen, so I had the whole thing raised up, or I could just have these two down and only zip up the center and have it raised up. So ventilation, because we're not going to be in freezing temperatures today. Well, tonight I do have to do my finish, because I think next spring, God say the same, I'm not going to take my covers off like I did. I think I'm just going to leave them on and just constant water, and just I want to work on, you know, growing throughout the hot months with it open. I know it get hot in here, but I am going to leave them on, and we're working on some stuff for that will probably help that out. So we have until spring to do that, but that'll be right around real quick, y'all, because it's November. When you hit January and you got February and March, it start, you know, so we got to start preparing now. So that's what we just did. I watered in there and whatnot. Tomorrow we'll come out and move some of this stuff and get everything just pretty much in order. I do have my diatomaceous earth to cut down on these little worms that was eating up my stuff. Look at this. Look at this. I will be doing a green harvest. I need to get more greens down though, because definitely need more greens. Took the frost really good, so they are doing really good. So yeah, and y'all saw that I did cut down my green onions, which I have more to pop in, and they are doing really good. So this is a pepper plant that they had started from seed, and it stayed out in all that cold. Now it looks good, but it may be stunted. That's what happens if the cold hit pepper plants and stuff. They'll look good and look like they made it, but look, this guy still got peppers on. I'm probably gonna take that in the inside. Yeah, probably gonna take that in the inside and put it in the grow tent. I've been sneezing, y'all. So yeah, take that in the inside. It's gonna go in the grow tent. I may be able to help that along, because it was 2 days of the freezing temperatures overnight, so not long and prolonged, so it may not be stunted, but we shall see. Okay, I wanted to show y'all this. Look, my strawberries. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to get some before it get cold, because they are perking back up, because it's the cooler months. Okay, ain't they so pretty?